Hello, this is First Seed 1144. There's a lot that I have not posted yet. It takes a while to upload for some reason, and I'm still in the same area to upload it, so I kind of get bored with it because it drains, my battery and all that stuff. So anyway, like it's a ranch. I'm gonna show you guys this view just cause. So hopefully you guys can see it. It's like this all the way around. This is just a little hiking spot, just hay flats. So I was thinking about something, and I guess I watched way too much YouTube about people wasting emergency medical crews time plus police time, acting as though when they got caught doing something, petty theft, whatever the heck it is, right, that they knew the law. It's like, okay, well, if you do the law so well, then you would know to zip it. Okay? Yeah. There's your Fifth Amendment for a reason. Also, it doesn't matter if you're just being detained or not. Usually that means you're going to jail. Okay? Usually. Until the investigation's over for whatever. But why talk when you're being detained? Why? This is the dumbest thing. Never ends up well. However, I worked in EMS for a very long time in a very bad area. And we needed police officers to come out to make the scene safe before we could enter. And it upset me that while I was watching all these videos, the reason why we had no officers to respond during that time when we were fully staffed with officers, EMS, and we had to stage down the street waiting for scene safe, because it was either gunshot wound, stabbing, and emergency dispatch couldn't tell us if, somebody was still there. Everybody's so vague when they call, and that's understandable because I worked in a very bad part. So we would sit there and wait for like 45 minutes. And a lot of those calls that these officers would be on would be completely asinine. I've always wondered why they have not given a fine of at least starting at $1,000 for wasting not just one, but 2 or 3, and then a sergeant's time to come out. But they're still getting arrested. You're still going to jail. You're just wasting people's time here. Not only that, you need to be fined if found guilty when you see the judge after jail. Okay? If you get charged guilty for whatever the heck it was, and there was somebody in need of medical attention, and we are all timed in EMS, how quick we get to the scene, load and go. These are serious injuries. Time is life. And we can't have a police officer to ensure scene is safe because of somebody's bullcrap saying that they know the law. Well, obviously you don't. Because if you did, you'd be quiet. You'd zip it. You're not helping yourself here. A public defender can't even get you out of, just be quiet. You already know you're going to jail. Put your hands behind your back. Don't be messing with these people. Don't be messing with, they have so many things that they could be doing. They could be, and just think about this. Everybody has a mother, a father, grandmother, son, daughter, aunt, uncle. Huh? What if it was yours that needed EMS? And you're just sitting there for 45 minutes to an hour and a half arguing with these officers that we need to make sure scene's safe for us to enter. We don't have guns. We're not, our shears don't even have points on them to cut clothes open, I mean, I'm not going to say, but I always had something, okay? And if I would have used it, that would have been the end of my career in medical EMS. Do you understand? That's how stupid it is. However, just a waste of time. It should be mandatory that if you are found guilty, and also if EMS want to make a report that it took by, let's say, so we're all staged in the truck, right? The EMS truck. And we're sitting there. If I'm sitting there for more than 15 minutes waiting for a police officer to make scene safe, knowing that we have somebody bleeding out, this and that, we don't know, but it was a weapon involved, we can't enter until we have an officer there, okay? Because nobody wants to talk about if the intruder's gone or the person who beat the crap out of somebody is gone. I mean, just any type of weapon was involved in an assault or attempted homicide, if I'm sitting there for more than 15 minutes and a cop that was, because you could see this on the radio and stuff when you get dispatched to, was en route to us, and then they have to go to this other incident for some bull crap, and then the sergeant has to go out, their supervisor has to go out, because everybody's sitting there saying, I know my rights, I want to talk to a supervisor. It's like, just leave the property. Some of it's just people needing to leave a business property. And they're arguing about not wanting to leave a movie theater or something. Is it really that serious? No. And then we got petty theft, and we got this, and we got that, and we just got some crazies, okay? And I'm sitting there, take it away, and I see them en route, and then they have to go to something else. I can't do my job. And meanwhile, back at the ranch, somebody could be dying. And minutes do count, seconds count. It's serious. So fine them $1,000. And it should be like a Miss Cleo thing. Every 5 minutes that it takes us, or the police officers, to get you in the back of the bandwagon and buckle you down because you're resisting and biting and spitting and just coming up, I don't know what you're on, but it's not reality. $5 more a minute after that $1,000 charge. Seriously, because it's just asinine. Why are we allowing this now? Today, we hardly have police officers. Nobody wants to do it. We hardly have EMS. So it definitely should be a fine. Definitely. And all of that should go into more training for police officers, more training for EMS, better equipment. Because it's all tax dollars anyway. I mean, we can cut the taxpayers' money in half on what we have to do for EMS and emergency services and dispatchers if all these fines got handed out. Now, of course, a lot of people are not going to pay their fines because they're reoccurring offenders. And of course, a lot of people who say they know the law that aren't going to care. That's when the judge says, okay, you pay the fine off through more jail time. No bail. That's all I have.